So, as you may have remembered last week, I was talking all about the back to school events. Of course, it is an important time. It's kind of like my favorite time of year back when I was a kid going to school. And actually, there's some good news coming from it. It turns out that the 2014 back to school shopping season is getting decent grades, with the trade group on Thursday reporting that August sales at U.S. chain stores rose almost 5% over the same month last year. So there's been an uptick in back to school shopping this year. Now, this could be a good sign for the coming holiday seasons, where consumers' willingness to buy is not a given. Analysts continue to watch unemployment rates, consumer confidence figures, and other data for signals on how much shoppers will be willing to spend on presents. In case you're wondering, I'm a size medium. No, I'm joking. Now, the back-to-school shopping season typically represents the second biggest of the year, and the International Council of Shopping Centers, which reported a 4.8% August sales gain Thursday, based on comparable store sales resulting from 11 major retailers. And actually turns out that customers are spending more on back-to-school items than you did last year. So that's a good sign. Definitely a good sign. So with the back-to-school shopping season coming to a close, sales posted a very strong gain, with apparel stores closing out the month with their highest year-over-year gain in 4 months. And it's a great indicator that consumers are ready and willing to shop as the economy continues to improve. Okay, so actually that's a very good sign. It means that you guys are getting out there and you're actually purchasing stuff to go back to school with, which is good because I'm actually hearing also they're saying that sales for Halloween costumes are set to increase this year. So usually that means that you guys are getting a little bit more comfortable with the economy. You're having the spending power to do so. And you're confident that things are improving. You're probably, found a new job. Congrats on that. And you're able to have more money. You have more disposable income, which is a good sign. So that's good. I don't really have any advice for back to school tips. I know I did. Last week I had like a whole thing about it. All I'm going to say to you guys is just the grades to look out for right now are, if you guys are heading into that next era of school, whether it be high school or college, just realize that 7th grade is a very important year for junior high, because your grades from 7th grade ultimately determine which high school will accept you, because the idea is that your 8th grade grades aren't going to make it in time. So they usually go back to 7th grade, which is why you're probably noticing, if you're in 7th grade, or you back when you were in 7th grade, there was a bigger push for you. Everybody it was like seems to be this really high hustle to get you to do better in school. So if you're within the sound of my voice and you have a child that's entering into the 7th grade, just remember and realize that it's a very important year for them, and you should be using that time wisely in terms of study wise. You should start considering, gathering up research to see which schools that you or they would like to attend. Start visiting campuses, get your grades up, start realizing what you need to do now, so that when you get to 8th grade, it's just a matter of applying to the schools and making nice with your school, with the school of your choice and that sort of thing. Same thing for 11th grade. If you're thinking about considering college, 11th grade is the time to start getting ready, of course, because your senior grades are not going to kick in. They're not going to get there in time. But, you should just start focusing. You should start thinking about the schools you want to attend, definitely what you'd like to study. Don't think that what you want to study now is going to be what you are going to want to study later. People change, opinions change, variables change. Things happen. It happened to me. Certainly it'll happen to you. And that's pretty much what I'm going to say about that matter. Definitely start, like, don't get too high of an expectation, of course, when it comes to school. Set realistic goals. If you know that you weren't doing really, really well last year, don't use that as an excuse to say, I'm going to double up my efforts. Yes, you should be able to strive for higher, of course, but keep your goals simplistic. Keep them realistic. Okay, you're in a new grade. You're in a new year. Start understanding the lay of the land. Start understanding your new teachers. Figure out what they expect from you, especially now. These first few weeks are definitely crucial because this is what sets the tone for the rest of the semester. You got to understand where your teacher is standing, how cool if they're cool, if they're lenient, if they have a curve. Also you might want to start getting to know them as people, asking them questions, because you never know around recommendation letter time. They may be the one to give you that glowing recommendation that'll make you look extra good. So definitely do that. And most of all, just enjoy this time. Take your courses seriously, of course, and always look to see if you find that you kind of had a slip up. Don't be too worried about it, but just use that as a starting off point. Figure out where you went wrong and try to correct that. And just try your best. Try your absolute best. And push yourself. Definitely push yourself. And if you feel that you can do better, then do better. If you feel that you can be better, be better. That's all I can say. There's always room for improvement. Nobody is absolutely perfect. And, be proud of your accomplishments. Don't just do something, do it. You just enjoy what you're doing. Immerse yourself in that moment and enjoy what you've accomplished. I think the thing is that we work so hard at just accomplishing that we don't sit there and we just enjoy what we've accomplished, and we just, relish in the hard work that we're doing. Enjoy, immerse yourself. Just enjoy that you are working at trying to be a better person, both academically, socially, and as a citizen of the world. And just remember, there's always help. If you find that you're struggling, ask for help. I do it all the time. Even at my age, I'm 20 something, I'm still asking for help, and I'm still listening to people, and I'm still continually inspired by others. So take that moment and just say to yourself, okay, I need help. How can I get the help? Can I help myself? And sometimes, you gotta just take things seriously, but don't overexert yourself. Don't burn yourself out, because you still have a lifetime to go. And you don't want to burn yourself out way too soon. And that's all I can tell you right now.